Okay. Oh, just as I go to speak, my voice dies. There we go. So today we're going to be continuing on with this. I just threw this together very quickly, so it's just a bunch of lines at the moment. Basically, I thought that having a kind of desk thing in the side would, well, not a desk, whatever it's called. I definitely enjoy that in more detail later. I'm going to start off over here. And I also want to sort out the colours of everything as well. Because then I can get rid of this. Some Mystery Dungeon music going. So... yeah. The style I want for this is more like a kind of dirty, abandoned garage type of thing. Or like cleaning products on the floor and a bunch of other bits and bobs. It's more just for the vibe, the aesthetic, rather than the actual location they're in. Background hardly. Go on, finish it. I won't tell anyone, I promise. So basically what I want is, this floor is basically going to be grey concrete. So let me get... just going to pull up the ref sheet and stick a background. Actually, I will put this here for a sec. I found this image, which is obviously just a stock image, but I thought something like this might be quite good. Maybe not quite as dirty, but those kinds of colours. So sort of greyish floor. I could just use fill. Oh, I'm not sure why it's, because this is on a different layer, but it seems to be filling. Oh, there we go. So yeah, we got the grey, and the wall is like kind of this colour. Weavile is sitting in the air right now. Colour contrast best with blue. Yellow. I think this is a decent contrast. You can do it. You can actually see. I don't know if it shows up. It kind of does. Oh. Get onto the right layer. The color wheel here kind of shows the complementary colors, because that's how complementary colors work. You look at the opposite side of the color wheel and it tells you what's complementary, but I don't know if this wheel is actually it's basically there. To be honest, though, like, I find that when you go to the complete opposite side of the complementary color wheel, like, unless you're specifically going for something bright and colorful, they added Nejire but not Mirko. I mean, Nejire's fine, I guess, but do they have Sun? They don't even have Sun Eater. He's my favorite one. Yeah, so I guess the opposite of yellow is more purple rather than blue, and that one's more of like an orange, which I think. Oh no, that's all right. Well, I did have my mic muted that one time, so I guess I can't say anything. So yeah, Weavile is sitting on boxes. I want them to be like classic wooden boxes. Yeah, I was gonna do the Legends, like continue the Legends Arceus soundtrack, but I played one track um in the intro, or not the intro, but like while I was getting everything ready. And then it finished. So now we're on Mystery Dungeon. It's just going through every dungeon theme. From Tiny Woods all the way through to Purifying Cave. 9 hours, so it'll definitely last this stream. Okay. So this is a wire. We can do quite a thin line for the wire. So I'm still quite new to backgrounds, or I haven't done them that much. So we will see how this goes. So this is kind of a exposed wire type of thing. I'm going to keep this blank for now because then I can colour it. This is just like I guess an object. I might just cheat a little bit and put an ellipse there. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. Is that a bit too small? Yeah. Ooh. I was thinking briefly of streaming a game today, but I don't really have a new game to play, so now that Sonic and Shadow is done, or at least the Shadow side of it is done. Just to be a bit more. Yeah, that looks alright. Just gotta make sure these are all the same-ish. Right, we've got a wrench. I'm starting with this. This is like the smaller stuff, and then I've got a bunch of stuff over here, and this box should be quite difficult, but we'll see if I can figure it out. I may need to find some reference images. Oh, this song's good. I like this one. This is one of my favourite tracks in the game, actually. First Mystery Dungeon game was insane. You just straight up fight and defeat Zapdos. Like, there's a really low level group of kids. The remake does sound a bit strange. I'm used to listening to the original. So there's... There we go. SV Second Annie. Yes. 2 years. God, I can't believe it's been that long already. It's crazy. I think what I'm going to do is draw these items on one layer and then do the stuff behind it on another layer. Just so that I don't cross over the lines and stuff. I know that Scarlet and Violet has a lot of issues with like lag and stuff, but I think if that was taken away, it would probably be my favourite Pokemon game, or one of. Because it's really good in a lot of ways. One can only hope that they have learned from that and that the following games will be more optimized, because if they're optimized and in the same quality of gameplay and story, then we're about to have a banger game. Especially Gen 10, like, it's the game that gave us Carmine. And it gave us Kieran, who's one of my favourite characters. One thing I should do more of is you can rotate stuff to see. If I do this, you can see what it looks like the other way. And then actually notice things like this. And I think the rest of it looks fine. I think his head's just a bit A bit round. Go. I actually think most of it looks pretty good rotated, so I think we're good. Okay. So for the bucket, I want the bucket to have like bucket has two handles. Well, not two handles, one handle that has two connections. I'll just cheat and copy it over. Then it's gonna have like kind of a ring here, maybe lower down here. So that one can actually pick up the bucket. That will do for now. I think what I'll do for a lot of this is like change the color of it. I can also like do this so you can this song's really good as well. I'm lazy, I just draw on a dirt plane. I had this like idea, I don't know, I just thought like kind of the garage aesthetic, like an urban aesthetic, is something I haven't really done before. Because I did draw a different Pokemon team a long time ago. Let me see if I can find it. When I played through Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Here it is. This was made a few years ago. It's not bad. I don't really like a lot of the textures, but a lot of this used like the presets. Like I didn't draw the trees or the grass individually. I just used the brush, but this did take a very long time. And I made this background super blurry so that you can't really see it properly. If I go onto the... it's H, isn't it? Yeah. Like, if you can, I think, see, like, not quite. You can see all the different layers. I did different layers for every single thing. And I tried drawing the human character, which is looks a bit diabolical now, but I think Snorlax turned out very nicely for the most part. And you have the two bros fighting. Some of these drawings took a long ass time as well. And yeah, all the trees are just... I did draw these mountains though. I was quite happy with that, these background mountains. And this mountain too. I drew. But I like put a mist over it so you can see it. Yeah, I like these mountains. Looks sweet. This was a very long drawing, but yeah. This one hopefully won't be as intensive as that, but yeah. So we got this. All the banger dungeon themes are coming out now. I don't need this anymore, do I? No. The little spike on its head. You mean the top spike? Yeah, it does. It's not just, he's not just a round boy. I think the interesting thing with that Dragonite specifically, I guess I can pull up a picture of him. Yeah, he's got a spike up there. Because that Dragonite is the second Dragonite I had in that playthrough. Because I was doing a Nuzlocke and it was Species Clause, but it wasn't like so if like a Pokemon like died in their pre-evolved form and then you evolved the next one, then you would like get it. So I like had a Dratini that died and then I caught a Dragonair. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna use that Dragonair. I think I kind of bent the rules of the Nuzlocke a lot because I felt like it, but yeah. That stream is now lost to time because I have a different Twitch account now. Also, interestingly, I had to use an emulator like mod to evolve the Magnezone, evolve Magneton into Magnezone, because you can't do it in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. You have to do it in Diamond and Pearl because they have to be on Mount Coronet in order to evolve into Magnezone. But yeah, I also did the same with Kingdra. And again, I'll do the brush bit later. Not looking too bad so far. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is this kind of desk thing. Not desk, what's it called? Storage container, like shelves. So basically I want this to be lined up the same as that. I can do that and then put that up here. That looks really off. I think it's because of the drawing behind. It looks like really off for some reason, but I don't really know why. That should be square with that. I think it is square. Yeah, okay. So we can get rid of these. I think it looks off because it's not lined up with the wall. It should be like this. One thing I thought would be cool for like a TikTok or something would be like if I obviously have these like blurred out like this, and like kind of paint it in like that. I thought that might be quite cool, where I do something not exactly like that obviously, but it goes from colourless and then I paint it in. I thought that might be quite cool. I need to figure out the mechanics of that, but I should be able to do it as like a TikTok or something. Because I want to start doing more content stuff, because I kind of stopped. Because I still got that fighting game thing that I started, and then I kind of got stuck on it, and I want to not scrap it and redo it, but just probably redraw the stuff that I've done already, and yeah, kind of go through the restart the design process a little bit. This. This song goes on for a long time and it's very repetitive. The less good songs in the soundtrack for sure. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, dum. Frosty Forest. And this is Frosty Grotto. I actually built something very much like this. That's why I went away, because I was going to stream and then I had to assemble IKEA furniture. I kind of want to do the thing where, like, yeah, the shelf doesn't quite go to, like, the edge of it, maybe. Like that. The thing with backgrounds is, like, unless you know how to rotate shapes in your mind, it's going to be quite difficult. Because you're not going to be viewing everything from face on. Now, luckily, when I started learning to draw, one of the first things I did was draw a bunch of boxes and rotate them. So I have a general idea on how to get it to look good. And I am just using the straight line tool to help the process along a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to delete that. The main issue is, like, what sort of angle do I want it to be at? Because it's kind of, this is a very top-down angle at the moment, which I think is fine, but if this is quite a short, like, roof, then this side thing might be a bit small. So I might, like, bring it up a bit more, like, up here, maybe. I don't know, that's too tall. I want to... just copy this over. My Cheetah McCheetahson mode at the moment. This plays in the... This is the first track that plays in the remix from Explorers. Yeah, I am thinking of making this a bit taller. It could just be a small thing. I could always, like, if I wanted to make it look a bit more claustrophobic, I can always cut this down a bit. Like, obviously it doesn't have all the flames and stuff, and it misses a lot of its tail, but I could always move Gliscor down a bit, and it honestly doesn't look that bad. Honestly, I think this does look better, but I'll keep it as that for now. Let's also do a line here. Just make sure that's the same. You want to mix out a little bit more as well. Oh. I want this to line up. Okay, that's not too bad. I want to maybe put some stuff on the shelf as well. Just a box and a few other things maybe. Like a bottle. But first, there's these boxes in the background that I want to complete. So I have an image in my mind, but I want to get like a reference image. So I want to do kind of oh, that's a big image. This kind of thing. I just increase the size of this canvas. This kind of thing is the idea that I'm going for, where like it has the thing along the side. So I'm just going to go away for a second and then I'll be right back. Okay. What did you think about the Shiny Rayquaza event? I mean, I think it's cool. I always think it's cool when they make shiny legendaries actually available rather than shiny locking them, so... And obviously it's a reference to the anime. I'm not really sure why the anime decided to have Black Rayquaza be like one of the main driving plot points, but it's cool. It just confuses me a bit because, like, I don't really understand the like 6 heroes, like their whole deal. I don't really get it. Like, this bro has like a random giant Arboliver, a Cleavor, some other random Pokemon, and then Entei, because why not, and then a shiny Rayquaza. Like, it's just a bit strange. This version sounds... I think this is the Red Rescue Team version specifically, so it sounds different. Oh, I see. I'm reading the description now. It just says the red version loops into the blue version. That's probably why I thought some of it sounded a bit strange. This is another banger track. I kind of want it to be... I want to... Yeah, I'm going to start this again. I want to do, like... Yeah, this is on a different layer to the other one. I want to do a straight line here. And... all this down here. But I want to do, like... It's crazy that this track is almost as good as Temporal Tower. Like, that's how much I adore this track. So I want this to be divided equally into 4s. So I need to find the halfway point, which is about here. I didn't actually have it. It's about here. And then you have that there, but obviously you won't be able to see that because it's obscured by this. If I copy this over, is it like equal to, or does it need to be slightly longer? Okay. It's quite a smooth transition from the different versions of the tracks. It's like such a tiny thing that you can barely even see. I just get fixated on it. There we go. You. You won't be able to see any of this, so I don't actually need to draw it in. So I do want it to curve in slightly because you will be able to see it, but not too crazy. This will lined up properly. Yeah, it is. So it feels to me like it's going not entirely straight. It's definitely not. That's better. And I can just copy this over to here. So that's the top. And then I want it to kind of be like this. There is something quite relaxing about doing the background. It's a lot less complex shapes. I do just want to make sure that It's like playing Minecraft. Yeah, depends what's in. Yes, does. I do want to make really nice backgrounds, but as you say, they take a very long time. And I usually give up, because I've done a bunch. Like, I'll open a few that I've done. I started this, which I kind of like it for like the minimalistic, I guess, kind of thing. But it's based on this screenshot that I took in game, and I was gonna like try and draw the whole thing, and this took me like several hours to complete, so I kind of gave up. But yeah. Because the idea, like the background itself, is not that difficult. I also made this, put one of my characters in there, which I thought was quite cool. There's this one as well. Which I started doing like colouring for, but again I kind of just gave up on it. That's actually based on Mystery Dungeon, and I did another one based on Mystery Dungeon as well. If I can find it. Oh yeah, I did this one. Did one of Link. I'm not really that happy with that background, but it's fine. Did several Lucario ones. Breath of the Sea. This was actually quite hard to make look right as well. It's meant to be Wyndon Stadium. It's kind of a sequel to another background I did, and I think this has been one of like the longest drawings I've ever done. Like, this shit took me so long to get right. It's ridiculous. Because it's from an angle that you don't really see, and that's why I tried to challenge myself to do it. And I still think it looks wrong, like this symbol should be more flat against it, lined up with this a bit more. But man, it was difficult. It was very difficult. What else? I've liked underwater as well. I want to do like a really cool, scary underwater thing, but I've never quite managed to pull it off. I tried, but like it's really difficult. I did like I added a funny, scary fish in the background, but it doesn't look that scary. It just looks goofy. I got inspired as well by like Iron Lung and stuff, and Subnautica. I wanted to do something, but it just doesn't really end up looking how you want it to. This is another one of my characters. This is one of my favourite drawings. And you can get rid of the character. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. I really liked how the fire ended up looking. Obviously the character's obscuring that bit, but that bit that ended up looking, the fire in the background looked quite cool, I think. I kind of want to do this and this, and then you can have the same thing kind of going along here. Oh, we're into Explorers of Sky. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier of the Markiplier Corporation. Sure that's lined up with that as well. Definitely one of the harder bits of drawing is making sure everything's symmetrical. Drawing like objects and stuff. I kind of want to do this and have a gap in the middle, just a slight one. I know what looks wrong. So this needs to... I either need to continue this up here or get rid of this and have like a barrier. I think I want to continue this all the way up to the top. Does that line up with that? No, not exactly. Okay. I just move this up a bit. I think that's not too bad. I want to have like a this repeating down. But I also want to have, like, you know how they have the line going across? I think I want to do that here. So, have these coming down. Yeah. Then I want to have, yeah, the line coming across. So the best way to do it is probably just like that. I remove these, and we can see what that looks like. Looks pretty good. And then simply have this across, going across here. I want it to be even, so when you look at this, like, this comes along here and that comes along there. So I want it to be the same here. And I can get rid of I'll get rid of this one. Cut off the excess. I'll just put it in this way. Oh, that looks alright, I think. Yeah, that's fine. So that's Boxo numero uno. I think that works. Then I have to make a second box. For Weaver to sit on a box with a lid and locks. Yeah, I said that before I read that. And then it came up. Big enough for me to sit in. No joke. I didn't read the chat. I said that, and then it appeared in chat immediately. So I want it to be about that big. Great mindset, yeah. this big. This is just a guide, so I'm gonna draw everything. Can you actually hear the music? Oh yeah, you can. I just happened to click over when it was not playing anything.
I'm stopping the fan. I
wanted to hear us. I think this is a YTP, but a 9-year-old
every
YTP.
day.
I can't even see it.
I don't know.
Oh, I can't find it. I wanted to find him where he says a box with a lid and locks, but I can't find it. A box with a lid and locks. Mr. Rosen. Yeah, he's the goat. He is actually the goat. Yeah, so I basically want the same box, but twice. And we have Weavile sitting on it. And that going up to there. I want this to come across to here. This is not completely lined up, so. Just do it again. And then we do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get copyright struck. Get rid of you. So then this one is coming down here, slightly more across. Ooh. This is the challenging part, getting it to line up with this. I think this one does, yeah. This one does not. Oh, I know, I don't know. It should be... This one should be going in like this. And then this one coming down. I'm just going to take Weavile out of the picture for a second just so I can complete the box. It's kind of when. What was I mystery aiming for? An hour and a half. I might do a Squirtle break then. Huge. Clean ball. Right. So last time I guessed Samurott, and I got the 2 for... I got it in 3, I think, twice. So I would guess Edmore. Oh. Nothing. Well, I guess a single type then from Gen 7. It's lighter, shorter, doesn't have a firefighting type. So I'll try Gen 7 and do... Use a single type from Gen 7. Lurantis is Gen 7, right? Yeah. So it is a single type from Gen 6. I put some different music on as well. Play my Spotify playlist. There we go. It is a single type from Gen 6. That does narrow it down a decent bit. Maybe like Sylveon, maybe? Sylveon's actually taller and heavier than Lurantis. That's kind of crazy, actually. I guess Lurantis is more tiny than I thought. Who else is in Gen 6? I need to think. There's those fairy like Slurpuff. Another red gem. It's heavier than 5. It's shorter than 0.8. Is there... like Furfrou, maybe? No, it's shorter than that. God, I really can't remember the Pokedex. Is there like what's Flo? Is it Floette? I don't know. It usually seems to be third forms rather than. No, it could be Florges. No, it can't be Florges. They typically tend to do the final evolved form, which I guess is fair because like guessing all three and like you try and guess one stage of the evolution and it turns out that it's a different stage and it's, you know, it's kind of silly. God, who else should go 6 then? I can think about the gym leaders. That's how I usually get it done when I get stuck. The bug type gym leader has no single types. The rock type has no single types because he's got the fossil dudes. Third gym is Karina the third? No, she's the 4th. Who's the 3rd? Can't even remember who the 3rd gym leader is. I think it is Karina. And is it Clemont? No, Clemont. Oh yeah, there's Ramos. Ramos, the grass type guy. Is Go-Go is normal type, right? Oh, it is just grass type, but it can't be Go-Go. And then it's Clementine. All I remember is that he has a Heliolisk. I can't remember anything else. No, it's Pharaoh. She does have a Sylveon, but I already tried to guess Sylveon, it can't be Sylveon. 7th gym leader, is the Ice type the 7th gym leader? No, that's the last gym leader. Oh, it's Olympia, the psychic gym leader. I can't think of any psychic types. And ice. No, I can't think of it. God, I can't think. There is Meowstic. Lower, is it? Yeah! Okay, I got it in 4 as well. I was a bit worried there, but you know, I got it eventually. That does actually. I was feeling a bit tired, but now I'm feeling a bit better. I'm ready to continue for another maybe an hour or so, or 45 minutes, something like that. Ooh. That all lined up. Not quite. Okay. Let's just line that up. With the top. There we go. I do want this bottom one to be kind of sticking out more. Mm-hmm. Then there we go, that's that side done. It's not lined up, is it? I don't think this is completely lined up either. I might need to rejig. Yeah, that's not lined up. Okay, that's probably why that one up there looks awkward. we go. Can just do that for this as well. Over. Rid of these. Okay, and we double that. Oh, do that first. Double it up over here. One of your team will defend you, the rest will... Did you ask this question before? I can't remember. Either way, I would pick probably Garchomp because he has Earthquake. He can just, you know, AO. Oh no. Earthquake went hit Glide School though. Oh. See, the funny thing is, like, every single one is weak to another member of the team. Like, Sizzle's weak to fire, Garchomp's weak to ice, Gliscor's weak to ice, Weavil's weak to fire, Typhlosion's weak to ground. So whichever one you pick... oh, fighting game, maybe. So whichever one you pick, you're going to be facing a weakness. So I would pick Lucario because Lucario is my friend. We are the chosen one. We are I think I've ever heard like another track that sounds like this. It sounds like a church, which obviously makes sense. It sounds like a church hymn, which makes sense for what Indol is. Will we ever breathe in and smile in peace? There's my musical number of the stream. I do like how the night version has like men or a man, and then the day version has a woman. It's cool. Perfectly lined up. It's up slightly. Doesn't have to be like completely symmetrical. I'm just trying to line it up so that it looks right at a glance. Sleeping silence. You can see what it looks like, and with the Pokemon as well. Hey, I like that. Very big box. Makes Weavile look very tiny, but I think that's cool. Because Weavile's not really that tall. Like, how tall is Weavile? It's like 3 feet or something. 1.1 meters. I don't know what that is in feet, but it's quite short. Yeah, 3'6". So Weavile's 3'6", and obviously he's sitting down right now. So if he stood up, he'd probably be about as tall as this box. Which means that if you're like a regular 5-foot person, they stood next to it, then they would kind of tower over it. The chosen ones. Okay, we're gaming, I think. So the next thing I do want to do is put like some objects here, but I also want to fill in the colours of the objects just to see what they look like. So we'll start with this wire. Oh, wire. I don't know if I want the wire to be like completely black. Although if it's a cable wire, then it probably would be black. Although they do come in different colours too. Although I'll probably just do black. But I don't want it to be completely black because I want to be able to like shade it and stuff. I can do maybe something like this. This wrench is definitely going to be silver. I promise it's not just Xenoblade 2 music on this playlist. Well, we did get some other stuff earlier. Ooh, okay. I gotta make this look kind of the best though. I know it is kind of the best. I think in terms of like movie quality, I think Xenoblade has the best. Like when it comes to the cutscenes, I think it has the best music. It's always hard with the area themes because they're all so good, and obviously every track is so good. But I think if there's one aspect that the Xenoblade 2 soundtrack excels in, it's definitely the music that plays in cutscenes and in pivotal moments like that. I'll make it all the same colour for now. This is all like the playlist of all my more low-key and relaxed themes for the late at night streaming. These are all the same kind of grey, but they're obviously going to be shaded to look a bit more of whatever they will look like. Also, just quickly want to add layer. There we go. So this one has more of like a wooden colour. So I'm thinking I think I need to start sorting my things into different folders and stuff, because I have everything labelled as just layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, and all the way through to whatever it is. I keep clicking on the wrong layer. There we go. Oh. That's why I did this on the wrong layer. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Just gonna fill that in just so I can fill that in. And there we go. Yeah, I think once I end the stream, I'll just come and label every layer. I do plan to end the stream soon-ish. Yeah, what I want to do is this will all be covered up, but I just want to make sure that when filling in when you do the Magic Wand tool, you want it to select inside, and obviously I've cut it off here, but if I draw this stuff in, this is all still obscured by the thing in front of it, so you can't see it, but you can still fill it. I saw images from it. It looks so, that shit looks so ass. I cannot lie. Like, I mean, it's bad enough having Jack Black as the main character, but he just looks awful as Steve. Not that I mean, as soon as they said that they were making a Minecraft movie, and especially a live action one, I was like, there's no way this is ever going to be good. You'll be there day one. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I went and watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and that was some pretty pretty shitty shit. But I'm gonna be there maybe not day one, but I will probably be there to watch Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because that's been announced. Toy Chica. It reminded me of like the Eminem meme. Toy Chica be upon ye. We've got more Anuna. There we go. Xenoblade 2 DE when we're still just getting Xenoblade X DE. Xenoblade fans are like so spoiled though. We get so many games. What's even crazier is that every single one of them's been good. I know Monolith has a lot of staff and they have a lot of different teams working on different things, so it works. Yeah, it should be. I mean, with how many, like, yeah. Obviously, you want to avoid like crunch and underpaying and, you know, people killing themselves working overtime. But it works with Monolith because they have so many different teams. And they get so much support from Nintendo because they give Nintendo so much support. Like, they're basically consultants on their games and they help. It's still not. There's a gap somewhere. I guess it's here. The elusive Nintendo blank check. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the thing here. Okay. So... Ooh. New IP we saw art of and never. I don't remember that. this, not this version of the song, but the other version of the song is kind of crazy. The night version, because they literally filmed a music video for it. Like, it's a bunch of, you know, the members of the choir, like, standing around in a field. It's pretty cool. One with a woman holding a sword and more. I don't remember that at all. You'll have to send me the image. Oh. There we go. That's looking good. I've never seen this. That artwork is sick though. Like the paintbrush thing for the sky. And well, for the whole thing really. And the metalwork. I always like good metalwork in drawing because I know it's very difficult. One day I'll be that good at art. I'll try my best. I do, you know, I look back at like some of my old stuff, and I have come a long way, even in just a year, even less than a year. It doesn't feel like often that you make much progress, but I definitely have gotten a lot better, even if I still have a long way to go. So I want this to be red. Oh. And I want it to have a wooden handle. Kind of similar in colour to that. Frog will never notice the water boil if it changes in increments. Yeah, you just, you know, it's like when if you like see someone and they're on a weight loss journey and they lose a bunch of weight. If you see them, like, if you don't see them for a long time, we'll make this wooden, but I'll do it later. If you don't see them for a long time and then you see them and they lost a bunch of weight, you're like, oh my god. But if you see them every day and they lose weight, you may not notice it. But it's cool to see. Yeah, I need to do it more. I made a folder, labeled it 2022. Guess which folder I'm still using to put all of my artwork in. Yeah. I wanted to label it like 2022/2023, and you can't do like slash when naming files, so I think there is some stuff that holds up pretty well. This is like a long time ago. This track is so good. Ramlethal. Yeah, it's not in my top 10 either. I love all of the menu themes. I think my least favourite is Xenoblade 3's menu theme, but that one's amazing as well. I think Xenoblade X's might be my favourite actually, because Xenoblade X's is like really epic. It's close to being 10 years old or not. I know, it's crazy. I'm trying to check the date that they've been made. I remember it like it was yesterday. I actually didn't play the game until like 2019 or something, so it's quite weird. This image is from... This was quite good because I just copied a picture of the character, but the lines are a lot thicker than what I use now. I do much thinner lines now. And you can have like a comparison, like this is a picture of Weavile I did like, you know, a while back. And that's what he looks like now. This one was earlier this year, so it's not too big of a difference, but yeah. I didn't like it at first. A lot of people had that, like, they're like, oh, the early game's really bad and stuff, which I never got because I love the early game. Loads of people are like, oh, don't like the early game. Just wait till you get past chapter 4, then it gets good. But chapter 3 is really good, and chapter 2 is also really good, so I don't really get that. You got filtered by the dub. The dub is, yeah, definitely one of the less good aspects in the early game, because I do think it gets better as the actors get more into their roles. You want to get your money's worth. Well, that's fair enough. Money's worth you did, yeah. Maxi space. Okay, well, I think I'm going to call it there. This is shaping up to be quite nice, I think. I do want to put some stuff on these shelves. Okie dokie, yeah. I also want to have like a dark corner here because I do want him to be in the dark, kind of. So what I want to do now is label all of the layers because I'm getting very confused. Basically, I want the floor to be quite like roughed up. So it's going to have like stones on it and like maybe some cracks. Because you can do like sand. Oh, it's not the right colour. Kind of something like that, a lot smaller maybe. Not that. It's that one. You can like make it sooty. A bit of crosshatch maybe. Just stuff to make it look quite rough. And then there's also... You could put cracks in the ground. So I might do like a crack, like coming along the floor like that. We'll figure that out. Maybe do like a crack along the wall. Do just quickly, I have this line here, I wanna... get rid of that. I do want to put a line here. Just to divide the wall up. You can texture the Pokemon. Well, it's not texturing, it's shading, and yes, I am. What I want to do is do like maybe kind of a, you know, like a dim orange light kind of thing. So there's a light coming from where you can't really see it. But obviously that's way too bright. Make all of them chrome, yeah. It'd be something like this. And then they will have like the lighting on them, and they'll have regular like shading, and it'll probably be decently dark, as if they were shiny. Yeah, that's so disappointing that they're all just the same. Anyway, I also need to add shadows for everything. So this needs a shadow. This needs a shadow. There'll be shadows in here, and all of the Pokemon will also cast shadows. But it's coming along. One thing I might change is this doesn't line up with like the box. So the box is on the right on the wall here, but it's not on the wall here. So what I might need to do put the line here. Also, just while I'm over here, I noticed that. Very zoomed in Garchomp there. So now I need to move Lucario down a bit. Oh, I'm still clicked on. Oh, there. I need to go there. There we go. Oh, I am currently highlighting Sizzle's wing as well, then. There we go. There we go. Clipped off a little bit. 3 barrels of hay or dinner with Mr. Takahashi. Oh yeah, I need that hay right now. Okay. I'm gonna call it there now then. Everything you could learn. You had the dinner over the hay. I know, but what if I wanted to use the hay to create more hay? And then I can get a monopoly on hay and sell it. Okay, I'm gonna call it there for now. Obviously, I'm already here. Thanks for staying along the whole time. Is that how hay works? Yep. It's a shame you go live. Oh, I did see that image. I didn't realise that was Monolith. The one with the red hood. I have seen that image before. Anyway. Yeah, I've been wanting to come along to your streams, but I sleep through them normally because I wake up at about 5 on that day. But, oh well. And I have been time-lapsing this whole thing. This is going to be like the longest time-lapse ever. It's all good. All good. Okay. I will probably stream tomorrow and continue working on that. I want to work on the... I want to do the lighting because I want to figure out how the lighting works on the characters. So I'm going to shade the characters and then see how the lighting interacts with them. But I probably won't finish shading in that stream, so we'll see. Alright, speak later then.